Hey y'all, Holman's Outdoor Solutions LLC here. Gonna be making y'all a video on introducing myself and how I got into the heavy equipment world. I'm making this video on my Akaso GoPro knockoff. Tried filming this video like a month ago or so, and my GoPro 11 I just got overheated twice, so seeing if this will work out. I'm driving down the road, so thought this would be a good time to film this. So I'm 28, turning 29 this December, and I do primarily forestry mulching. I do clearing, rough grading, demolition. That's pretty much what I do on the equipment side of things. I have a wood business that I do on the side here and there. I have a Wood-Mizer LT15 sawmill that I run. I've done a couple of jobs with it, cutting lumber for people. I've got some live edge slabs I've cut up, air drying. I've done a little woodworking, and I love doing all that stuff. I just don't have time to do it along with the equipment work. But anyways, so how did I get started in equipment? So when I was, let's see, in 2015, January, I shipped out to basic training. I enlisted in the National Guard, went to Fort Sill, then went to AIT at Fort Leonard Wood, became a 12th November heavy equipment operator. I did my 6 years in the National Guard, helped out with all the major hurricanes from 2015 to 2020, and yeah, it was fun doing those. Ran the IHEMIs the Army has, backhoe loaders, wheel loaders, dozers, excavators, skid steers, dump trucks, scrapers, motor graders. I think that's it. And then, let's see, 2016 is when I got my first full-time job after enlisting in the Army, and started working at my local county's Public Works Division. Stayed there 5 years, a little over 5 years. Started off on a retention pond maintenance crew, running a Cat 299C. We had a Cat bush hog for it, a Cat 315 mulching head. It had carbides on it. We had a Cat 308 with a brush cutter, a diamond bush hog, bucket. We maintained retention ponds with both those machines, mulching them, cutting weeds and brushing them, grass, just maintaining the ponds. When I first started working there, we would do ponds that hadn't been touched in many years, sometimes 10 years. They would be completely growed up like a forest, and the pond would be just functioning like garbage. Couldn't drain right, just wouldn't function. And we would, clear cut them pretty much, stump them, haul off what we needed, mulch what we needed. I got a lot of experience running a mulching head on a skid steer there, and a bush hog on an excavator, doing clearing, stumping, erosion work, grading, doing that kind of stuff. Then I moved to our other office within the county, and I ran a backhoe, vector truck, dump trucks, a motor grader for a year and a half on my route scraping county dirt roads. Gained a lot of experience with grade, using a slope meter, using different materials for roads. It was awesome. I loved running the grader. Got a lot of experience with grading, doing that position. While I was at the first office on the first crew I was on, I started doing side work. I bought a old T190 Bobcat, got a grapple, forks, smooth bucket, came with a 4-in-1 bucket, started doing side work with it. My very first job, I underpriced it and just worked myself to death to really hardly make any money off of it. And from there on, I used that machine. I bought that machine nearly completely outright. I had to borrow like $4 grand from my parents, which I paid them back for that. The whole machine and attachments was like $19,000. So I bought that machine. I used the money from basic training and previous jobs I had saved up and bought that machine. And then I quickly realized I needed an excavator, so I got a loan. My dad co-signed for me, and I got a local Cat 307 SSR gray market machine. Would not advise buying one of those machines because parts was extremely hard to find. No support for those machines like that. And I sold it, paid my loan off, got a new loan, bought a Komatsu PC88 excavator. It had like 6,500 hours on it when I sold it. Excellent machine. Engine ran like a top. And the only major failure I had on it was a water pump going out. One of my buddies replaced it for me, and it was just a great machine. Liked it. Had a hydraulic thumb, a 36-inch bucket. I got a brown Bronto mulching head for it and did mulching work with it, but only for 2 jobs. I had to sell the head because it just wasn't working out for me. And after that, I also bought a Hitachi EX120, got a loan for it also, and used it on 1 job, then sold it. And after that, I got out of the equipment work. I was overwhelmed at the point and stressed out. I was in the guard doing the equipment work on the side and working a full-time job at the county, and I was losing jobs because my availability wasn't right then and there for customers, and I just wasn't making a whole lot of money at all, really. To maintain the machines, pay for fuel and stuff, I couldn't keep up with that money I needed to do that, and I was just going in hole, really. So I sold all my machines except my dump truck. I have a L8000 Ford, I still have it, and a 9-ton tag-along Hudson trailer. And I still got that trailer also. Those are like the originals that I still have to this day and still use almost every day. But so after I sold all that stuff, probably a month went by, and I was bored out of my mind, going crazy, and I was like, you know, I need something to do. I need to make some extra money. I love doing the equipment work, so I got a new loan and bought a former United Rentals Taguchi TL12, and it was an excellent machine for me. I got a gyrotrack, low flow mulching head for it, ran it a while on it, and sold that head. I got a Cat 289 D3, which is what I have now, and a Gyrotrack 500 HF mulching head. Still got both those machines. Really like both of them. And my dad bought a Hyundai 60 excavator. I rent it from him when I need excavation work done. So I really downgraded on equipment, but it's working for me, and you know, it would probably be better for me to own the excavator, so I'm not renting all the time. But with where I am financially right now, I can't afford another payment, so the skid steer and a mulching head is what I'm working with right now and can handle. So after doing it on the side for a while, I went legit full-time. I left the county after a little after 5 years of being there, went out on my own, and you know, thankfully, I've been super thankful ever since then. You know, I've been doing this on my own for a little over 2 years now, and been staying steady enough I can keep my bills paid and live a comfortable life. So it's been excellent. I've been loving the journey, and I'll probably continue doing it for a while. I do want to do my wood business full time. I love the sawmilling. I have a Nile wood drying kiln that I'm pretty close to putting into operation, and I really could use help right now, but I can't afford to have good help. That's where I'm at right now. I have a lot of expenses, so I'm doing what I can by myself and managing. Could it be a lot easier if I hired somebody? Heck yeah. Would I be making as much and living as comfortable and keeping my bills paid? If I had somebody, you know, a good helper that I would obviously have to pay good money to, I wouldn't be as good as standing financially. But that's my position right now. So I'm managing on my own and doing my thing, and I've still got some jobs backlogged right now. So yeah, that's a little backstory on how I got into the heavy equipment world, how I progressed from doing side work to a full-time job doing it, and a little, you know, background knowledge on my equipment experience and all that. I have social media on Instagram, of course YouTube. I got a Facebook page, and you can find me on all those just typing in my name, Holman's Outdoor Solutions. Hope you enjoyed the video. Y'all have a good one.